Hey everybody, Mark Darnell here with Groovebelly Productions. Just thought I'd make a quick video of something I'm working on, interesting project. I won't say what the project is, but it has to do with vinyl and archiving for a particular project I'm working on. And what I want to do is select, certain categories of music, and I want to transfer these. Now, yeah, a lot of people are buying, cheap turntables with USB connections and plugging straight into your computer. And that may work for you, but it doesn't work for me. I hate how MP3 sounds. Whole point of having vinyl is the richness of how good analog and vinyl sounds. And the closest way you're going to preserve it, if you want to transfer it to a different medium to use for something else, a different project, or listen to some on a different device, is to capture it in the best way you can. And so what I'm doing, and I could run all of this, my hi-fi, I got professional audio interfaces. I could just run straight into the interface to the computer and rip it to MP3 or whatever, but because I'm wanting to listen to it the best I can, I'm going to rip it at the highest quality, and that's going to tear up hard drive space. It's just going to chew up space. I'm going to run out of hard drives. Then you're going to the store, you're buying external drives just to store your high-end vinyl that because I'm just not going to listen to a squashed MP3 sound of it. Anyhow, for the project I'm doing, this is what I come up with. And we used to do this back in the day before, about the same time digital audio tape, DAT tape, came out. Well, when those machines came out, they were expensive. You couldn't afford one. Well, and this is even before ADAT tapes, which was basically a multi-track machine that uses VCR tapes, or a high-end VCR tape. Anyhow, we used to use VCRs to master to, believe it or not. And it's all analog circuitry in, analog out. You can store a lot of data on it. The sound quality sounds great for audio. If you had a nice hi-fi VCR. And so that's when we flip the camera around. So here we go. We got picked up at, I think, Goodwill, or no, it was a resale shop. I think I paid probably $12, $13 for this used Panasonic. Here's model number. 4-head. You want to use a 4-head hi-fi, and you obviously want either on the front and back, but you need to have audio in left and right. And it doesn't matter about the video. I'm not putting video in. I'm using audio. And what they started doing when they started cracking down on people making pirating videos of movies and whatever. Of course, they use copy code on the on the movies or video cassettes. But if you used an older machine that didn't recognize copy code, you could still copy them. So then they started making the newer machines before they quit making these with just only a single audio in, like a mono in, and then left and right audio out. Well, so if you're wanting to record a movie and you want it in left and right audio, hi-fi in, hi-fi out, you can't do it. Well, if you want to use this for mastering audio, doing mixing, you definitely want hi-fi, you want 4-head, you want left and right in and out, You don't have to have it on the front. It's on the back, and I'm running through. So basically, I'm running, of course, the turntable. It's going through the receiver, and then the receiver tape loops. I'm running into the EQ, so I can EQ the vinyl if I want. If I want to add more bass, correct the high end. If I'm doing a mix of record after record, they're all going to sound a little bit different. Different producers, different record labels, they're all going to sound different. But if you're making a mixtape, a master tape, you want every song to be close, similar. You don't have to sound identical. That's the whole point of music, doesn't all sound the same. But you don't want the bass to come slamming in, or too much highs or not enough highs, and you're constantly having to adjust your controls or fix it. So my point with wanting to use this is because I want to archive a whole bunch of stuff for this project I'm working on. And I don't have enough hard drive space to just run it in straight, like I talked about in the beginning of this video. So you could use a VCR, and of course on slow speed, depending on the size, this HQ 120. Slow speed you can get up to 6 hours. Medium speed you can get 4, and fast speed you can get 2. Well, for this, the middle speed, in most VCRs you can adjust your speed. Looking for it. So you just select your speed you want. I recorded some stuff yesterday on the slowest speed, and it didn't sound bad. It really sounded pretty good, but I could audibly hear a difference. So I'm going to reduce stuff today and use the middle speed, which most movies sound good at your middle speed, and the audio definitely is going to sound fine. It will sound way better than MP3 because it's analog. There's no converting going on here. You may ask, what about your levels? How do you set level? You don't worry about it, because on your receiver you have a fixed line level out, where that would be the same level that you would send to a cassette deck. And of course you got levels on your cassette decks, but if you set your meters at 0, which for analog, that's where your ultimate recording range and playback range is going to be 0, that's what this is. It sends 0 to whatever you're sending to. So it's going to send 0 to here, 0 meaning your proper recording level. And I can use my EQ, and if I wanted to boost up some levels, I can. But for this, we're going to select medium speed, or there, LP speed, the TV, there we go. And I'll just show you what we're going to do. So since we're at the beginning of the tape, I'm going to go ahead and hit record and start it. And I got the record queued up. And I can monitor where I am, by your counter, so you know your tape speed, or where you at on the tape. Also, what's cool with this VCR, I can hit tape position, and it shows me where I am. So I'm starting at the beginning, and as I go through, I'll know. You don't got to take the tape out. Well, how much have I used? I'm just going to go ahead and start this. So I got this record going. All I want is this first song. I already kind of preset this EQ for this particular song, where I wanted it. So we're just doing a straight record in. Don't got to worry about any picture. All I care about is the counter and getting as much music on here, which I can get about 4 hours. And for this project that I'm doing, that's what I want at least 4 or 5 hours of music just uninterrupted going. And that's a little trick you can do. And what we used to do back in the day before DAT tapes and digital and anything else. There you go. I hope you enjoy this.